This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Ducks will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Indiana's offense comes on the field first today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to...
Looking deep in the very first play. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Quarterback keeps the football. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
To the air, it's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Cooper. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw again. Going for the touchdown here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Indiana.
Chris, how about the quarterback sitting in there, taking the hit, but not before he got rid of the ball and hitting his intended target with a strike in the end zone? What a way to withstand the pressure and deliver for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. An offensive line that can maul you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kurt?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line? Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And through one quarter, it's been a duel of big-time receivers showing out early in this one. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Dropping back. It's Moore. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
And the Ducks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here's a good throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. They'll try to run for the first down. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to throw. It's Moore. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a 3rd down play coming up.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. The shotgun running play call. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Breaks an open space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Wow, really good read here by this quarterback, and I love the call on the RPO. Now they get a shot here on 3rd down. It's much more manageable than the hole that they had dug for themselves. Curious to see if they stay on the ground or they're going to go through the air. They have the option to do either.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the Hoosiers moving quickly down the field here.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with this safe, smart option, finding the big tight end and picking up a critical 1st down to keep this drive rolling.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To the air, it's Mendoza. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Hoosiers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Way too much speed on that play.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down and more. He's still running. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Scanning the field. It's Moore. The short completion of the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Hoosiers will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line, it's Bryant. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Hands it off on the counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
To throw, it's Moore. That's reeled in. It's Casper. Tackled there by the defense. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Ducks pick up enough to get a first down there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Moore. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Boom. He's brought down, but there is a flag in the field. Did the defense get a quick start?
What I always love to see on these offsides calls is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
2nd down after the incompletion. Pounding away with the run game. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Grabbed by the receiver. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw here. Grab behind the line. It's Pemby. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. And the Hoosiers will line up to kick it away. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And here comes the punter onto the field. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Back to pass. It's Moore. With the catch, it's Moore.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, I love to see this quarterback throwing the football the way he is. That's the way you start a drive. 3 for 3, and let's keep it going.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. The sure hands. It's Casper. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Grab down the middle. It's Bryant. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.